all we have is their names, the 200 abducted schoolgirls. Their disappearance has suddenly pushed a long-running campaign of violence by Boko Haram to the top of the international agenda. The president of Nigeria dramatically declared this meant his country had reached a turning point.
I believe that the kidnap of these girls will be the beginning of end of terror in Nigeria.
Under heavy criticism, the Nigerian government now says it's ready for action, perhaps with Western support.
I can tell you for a fact that at least 2 divisions of the Nigerian army were added, to the fighting force in Borno State in order to augment the operational capabilities of the military since the girls were abducted.
But will all this attention and even the possibility of troops going in really offer any chance of resolving a long-standing and growing crisis? Even this week, the violence escalated. As many as 300 killed in a remote village by Boko Haram. And it was this video of leader Abubakar Shekau on Monday, boasting in an almost manic fashion of kidnapping 200 girls and saying he intended to sell them, that brought international attention. Boko Haram has been growing increasingly bold. Up to 50 boys were slaughtered at a school in February. 88 were then killed by car bombs in the capital in April. But it was the abduction of the girls which led to protests, a campaign on social media, and the West insisting on helping. Diplomats here at the Foreign Office, as well as in Washington, spent 3 weeks trying to pressure the Nigerians to accept outside help. Nigeria is a proud country which sees itself as the economic powerhouse of Africa. And when those small teams of Western experts arrive, they may struggle to have much impact. As well as helping in the search for the girls, I'm told they will also be trying to persuade the Nigerians to adopt a more nuanced counter-insurgency strategy, one that tries to win over the local population in the north and not just use some of the brutal military tactics employed in the past. Western officials privately say the Nigerian government lacks competence and is poorly coordinated, and they fear another brutal crackdown in the north. This will do nothing to deal with the underlying problems, according to one person who's tried negotiating with Boko Haram.
Many people in the north are as much disenchanted with the security forces as they are with the insurgents. What is very clear is that in this kind of war, in quote, you cannot win it if you don't carry the people along.
Nigeria clearly feels it now has to be seen to be doing something. But the question is what it will end up doing and whether it will work. Gordon Corera, BBC News.